Looking for the best Icom ham radio? In this video, we've done an extensive review of the top Icom ham radios, and we rated them according to features, ease of use, build quality, signal quality, audio quality, and value for money. Price information and all ham radios mentioned in the video are available in the description. So let's get started. Number 3, Icom ID52A, best handheld Icom ham radio. Icom ID52A is the company's flagship handheld transceiver. It plays that role with an imposing presence and great features to boot. When I say imposing, I mean this thing is amongst the biggest HTs on the market. How one feels about that is entirely subjective. Some people find the larger size and have to be a comfortable and good feel in the hands, while others find it needlessly clunky. In some part, the larger size is due to some iterative improvements the ID52A has received over the previous model, Icom ID51. The most notable visual changes here are the bigger screen and the louder speaker. The display is 2.3 inches and adds a nice visual touch to the device. However, for a radio this expensive, the display falls short on some quality features. It's not all that bright, and thus not clearly visible under the sun. The contrast could have been better, and the black color on the display has something of a gray touch. On the plus side, it shows information rather elegantly. Incidentally, this is also the first display on an HT that can handle a full-color waterfall. Similarly, the improved 750 milliwatt speaker is also very loud and offers clear audio. Icom ID52A carries this great quality for received signals to the transmitted signals as well. The TX and RX quality on this transceiver are remarkable. It can function as a dual-band transceiver, working on 2 meter and 70 centimeter bands. For those who want something more to listen to, this radio will also receive broadcast FM and airband. Since this is an Icom radio, the digital mode here is D-Star. It shifts from analog to digital rather effortlessly, and you can also use analog and digital features simultaneously. The radio uses its built-in GPS to work with Icom's repeater list, thus ensuring that users have an easy way to find and connect to repeaters wherever they're located. The HT can use Bluetooth to connect to a variety of accessories or to your smartphone through the RS-MS1A mobile app. The app expands the features and possibilities of the radio, while also making it easier to work with updates. While this is a feature-rich radio, the lack of APRS is disappointing. At this price point, I would expect full APRS rather than no APRS. Similarly, the decision to stay with micro USB charging rather than going with USB Type-C isn't very sensible. Other notable features include a sturdy build and casing with IPX7 protection rating, so it's waterproof, good battery performance, compatibility with ID51 accessories, and a nice user interface. Overall, Icom ID52A is a well-built and feature-rich handheld transceiver that's easy to use, has great features, and shows remarkable performance with options like Bluetooth and GPS. The radio offers amazing TX and RX quality and convenient functioning of analog and digital modes. Our rating for features is 9.5 out of 10. Ease of use, 9 out of 10. Signal quality, TX, RX, 9 out of 10. Build quality, 9 out of 10. Audio quality, 9.5 out of 10. Value for money, 7.5 out of 10. For an overall rating of 9 out of 10. Number 2, Icom IC7100, best multiband Icom ham radio. There's everything to love about the Icom IC7100, and this rig does get a lot of love. This is a full-featured multi-band mobile radio with D-Star compatibility, responsive touchscreen, and thoughtful design. The multi-band all-mode radio is the classic shack-in-a-box, thanks to its versatility. Also, while this transceiver isn't cheap, it does offer great value with remarkable features. Since this is a mobile radio, it comes with a classic mounting bracket, though it can also work with a suction cup mounting base. And there is a touch of thoughtfulness with the mounting as well. The faceplate control head is removable and can be installed according to the user's preference, while the box can stay safely out of the way. Icom has chosen to angle the control head, which looks weird at a glance but offers excellent ergonomics. The control head can stand on the curve, keeping the screen and controls readily accessible. It is dominated by a large touchscreen with a big knob to the side. Several buttons cover the angled part of the control head and provide easy access to various features and functions. The display here is the dot matrix type. I would like to expect colors at this price, but really there isn't much to complain about this display. It has excellent contrast and shows the information clearly, and the touch function works flawlessly. It is backlit and bright enough to be visible during the day, yet it doesn't feel obnoxiously bright at night. The microphone attaches to the back of the control head using an RJ45 connector. The included mic is plain to look at, but has good heft and feels good in the hands. It offers good audio quality and works nicely with the unit. As a multiband radio, Icom IC7100 fully covers high frequency 50, 144, and 430, 440 MHz amateur bands in multiple modes. Its power output can go up to 100 watts for HF and 50 MHz. The 144 MHz band maxes at 50 watts, and the 430, 440 MHz band works with 35 watt max. The radio includes digital capabilities and works with D-Star. The memory has room for 900 D-Star repeater channels with an additional 495 plus channels for regular use. Also, an SD card slot makes it easy to save data or store memory channels and D-Star repeater memories. Taking a digital touch a step further, the IC7100 can connect to your Android smartphone and work with the RS-MS1 app. However, it works only when connected through a data cable. While there are uses for this, the cable is a hassle and a Bluetooth connection would be much desirable. Guess you can't have everything. Overall, Icom IC7100 is a remarkable mobile radio that impresses with its great features, then takes things up a notch with great ergonomics and amazing voice clarity. Our rating for features is 9 out of 10. Ease of use, 9 out of 10. Signal quality, TX-RX, 9 out of 10. Build quality, 9 out of 10. Audio quality, 9.5 out of 10. Value for money, 8.5 out of 10, for an overall rating of 9 out of 10. Number 1. Icom IC7610, best Icom high-frequency ham radio. Icom IC7610 is amongst the best HF transceivers available on the market. It performs admirably in comparison with its peers and excels not just in technical aspects, but also in its interface and experience. The most prominent visual aspect of this radio is the 7-inch color touchscreen that dominates its front. The bright, high-quality display is large enough for most users. You can also split the display into two to show information like main and sub-receivers. Should you desire a larger display, it is possible to connect an external display to the transceiver. The bright and sharp display shows off several features, including a spectrum scope, waterfall, audio scope, and more. Of course, it also shows the menu and information related to the current channel and frequency. In case a touchscreen isn't your cup of tea, plug a mouse into one of the two USB slots and use it for conventional point-and-click functions. Of course, this also works with any external display connected to the transceiver, yet what you can do with a mouse is somewhat limited. Apart from the screen, much of the transceiver's front is covered in various buttons, dials, and knobs to access its features. The multi-dial knob takes center stage here and remains generally easy to manage. Apart from tuning it, you can also push it like a button to access other menus and features. Thanks to the presence of all these buttons and knobs, most of the features for the HF transceiver are easily accessed without having to wade through menus. One of the points where the IC7610 misses is the lack of a backlight for the buttons and knobs. However, such mild annoyances can be forgiven considering how good the transceiver is at its job. The TX and RX audio quality is phenomenal. The audio you transmit and receive is as clear and crisp as it gets, and without distortion. The unit makes use of two receivers, and they are selective, sensitive, and overall excellent at their job. This setup means that the transceiver can be seen as two separate radios that share single controls. This opens up the possibility of true dual-band functionality, allowing users to monitor, receive, and transmit on two bands simultaneously. IC7610 is sometimes compared to the more popular but lower-priced Icom IC7300. The comparison is unfair to both of these amazing transceivers. While they are both HF transceivers, they fill different positions in the niche and offer different solutions. Perhaps a value-oriented beginner could start with the IC7300 and consider the 7610 when comfortable for an upgrade. Overall, the Icom IC7610 is a remarkable high-end, high-frequency radio with impressive looks, design, and features. Its TX and RX are near flawless, and the digital signal processing works wonders with the signal quality. Our rating for features is 9.5 out of 10. Ease of use, 9 out of 10. Signal quality, TX-RX, 9.5 out of 10. Build quality, 9.5 out of 10. Audio quality, 9.5 out of 10. Value for money, 8.5 out of 10. For an overall rating of 9.5 out of 10.